What's up, everybody? Happy New Year. Let's go. Man, we got a lot to get to today. Got some stuff we need to talk about, you and me. How you doing? What'd you do for New Year's? How you doing? What did everybody do for New Year's last night? We're going to talk about New Year's. We're going to talk about resolutions. We're going to talk about presents. We're talking about all sorts of stuff today. How are you doing? That's what I want to know. How you guys doing? Who's here today? First in was Rob. Rob was first today, saying Happy New Year. Rob, you're the first commenter of 2024. Let's go. Good job, Rob. Ben's in here. Ben, Happy New Year to you. And then Steve, don't call me shy of emojis. Wonderland of let's see here. Let's go. Happy New Year and new Christmas season. Let's go. Braden, we're going to talk about Braden today. Braden's going to come up in conversation. What's up, Braden? Scott, winner chicken dinner. Hey, peeps, Happy New Year to you. Beebs in the house. Happy New Year to everyone. Crepe, fire, nice. Oh, you're using the special emojis. For some reason, StreamYard doesn't catch us. So Crepe is a YouTube member. They call them members. What do they call them on YouTube? Where you can join. And it's members, members, and you get special emojis when you comment. So that's probably showing up on the YouTube side, but it's not showing up on my StreamYard side. Alan's in the house. Happy New Year, Chuck. I appreciate that about you. Happy New Year to you, Mr. Allen, and everyone else. Of course, everyone else. Chad, what's up, Chad? Happy New Year to you. Gert from South Africa, or hailing from South Africa originally. Happy New Year to you. Gina and I just went to Finland. Gert, I don't know if you stayed in the chat long enough last time to learn, but we got a new video coming out where Kiro invited us to Finland. We got to film there. I did the live, was it 2 lives ago? Had all about Finland and stuff. And what I was most disappointed in it is the duty-free whiskey shops. Was not happy at all. Zero good selection. No awesome selections. What's up, Rob? Hi all. So what's up, everybody? Oh, Charlie's coming in. Look at Charlie, a fellow African. Happy New Year, Charlie. Gene, what up, Gene? Happy. Yep. Look how handsome I am there. Look how handsome I am. I tell you what. And Happy New Year, everyone. So what I'm most curious about is what was the favorite gift? I'm actually curious about a lot. We have a lot to talk about today. Can you tell I'm excited? My wife, Jean, always tells me I talk too fast and I mumble. So I'm filled with excitement today. I'm probably going to talk too fast. But one thing I'm genuinely curious about is what gift did you give someone else this holiday season? Because this is the first time we've had a chance to chat since Christmas. What was the gift you gave to somebody that you were just excited to give them? And then you gave them to them and they were excited, not excited. But what were you most excited about? For me, I was most excited to give my wife a couple special bottles of Macallan single malt scotch that are extremely rare. I got our 2017 classic cut, and I got her a number 3 edition. So Gert probably knows what I'm talking about. Maybe no one else does, but that's what I was excited to give her this year. What did everybody else give that you're excited? Hey, what's up, Monty? We're going to talk a little Monty today. We're going to talk about Monty. We're going to talk about Braden a little bit today. Austin's in the house. What's Happy New Year? Happy New Year to Austin Woolsey. Look at you. What is that? That's not a Notre Dame. I'm trying to figure out what kind of shirt you got on. I don't know. Seth, what's up, Seth? Seth, a new Patreon member. We're going to talk a little Seth today. Has a shout out coming in. I was just reviewing some lights that Lou Mary sent me and asked me to review for him. And your shout out's going to be in that. Very cool. My favorite gift is 75% off Christmas lights the day after. And Ace, I got 3,000 wall lights for next year. Nice. We just watched, and we're going to talk about here a little bit. We just watched Tom Bet George's 2023 show from start to end. So we're talking about Tom here a little bit. I just watched that, Gene and I, 30 minutes ago. What's up, Nancy? Happy and healthy New Year to everyone. Nancy Mack. Nancy, I don't recognize you from being in the chat before, so welcome aboard to our Monday, our weekly lives. And for folks that are new, we do this every Monday. I do a giveaway every Monday. The first giveaway of each month is a Patreon only, except for today's is a rare exception. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to do 2 giveaways today. Rob, I usually get everyone stupid gift cards, but I actually got a real gift this year. My mother wanted a deep fryer air fryer. If you folks have not dived into the realm of air fryers, you are missing out. Their ability to make fries, or if you thin cut potatoes, throw them in there, make chips. Oh, and make your own chicken wings at home. Your own. Oh, I love air fryers. Love everything about air fryers. Doris, what's up, Doris? Doris has been in many alive. You've been many alive, Doris. Let's see, Nancy. Nancy Mac. Nancy McDonald. Now I got you. I didn't recognize your thumbnail there. I didn't recognize it. Very cool. You can tell it's a ball of yarn made into a heart. That should have been a clue. It should have been a clue. Lucky mom, yeah. Yeah, we have the Ninja Foodie. I forget what ours is called. Actually, we switched to we have an air fryer. I can't tell you the make and model of it. Then we went to another toaster oven that doubles as an air fryer. I can't think of the Breville. The Breville. The Breville is awesome. So let's talk about the giveaways real quick, so you know that kind of going into it. Now that we're a little bit done with the roll call, we'll have folks trickling in as we chat here. So 2 giveaways today. One is our Patreon side of things, which will be giving away this smart light. This is a smart, kind of doubles as a night light, but you can change it with the app. It does glowing. Actually didn't have time today to post a video to where StreamYard will let me show it. But yeah, this is very neat. This was last year a $99 light. They've since dropped that to $75, and it's currently half off. I don't know if anybody wants it. I don't know if I put a link in the video description. I probably didn't. But this is a Lumeri Smart Light Ambiance light. You can control it with control different colors. It does fades in and out. It's actually pretty neat. And I forget if this one works with Alexa or not. Lumeri Smart Color Ambiance. It's smart, so I know it works with the app. I don't remember if this works with Alexa or Google Assistant or not. So that's going to be on the Patreon side of it. And I'm just going to do a Patreon giveaway. Seth, you are in there since he is new. And who's our other new guy? I'm not going to put the page on there. We have 2 new Patreon members. So folks, we're up to 45, 46 Patreon members. Some are free, some are paid. You do have to be a paid member of Patreon to be in the monthly giveaway. So if you're a free member, might think about switching over to that just to get the entries. If no pressure, I appreciate everybody that comes on. And the second giveaway that's open to everybody except for Braden. Braden, you cannot win this. You know why? Because you've already won one. So I had a Merry Christmas giveaway. Yeah, with the brand new to market, just came out in October, the new Cocoon Smart Sound Machine. And Braden was one of the random winners that won that. And the other winner was an MN, and I forget the rest of his or her name. But they had 10 days to get a hold of me, or 7 days to get a hold of me. But that offer expired last night at midnight, and the winner did not come forward and claim their prize. So as per the rules, we're giving away today in the live stream. To enter, all you have to do is put in hashtag 2024. That's it. Put that in there at some point, and at the end of this video, I usually try to keep this about 45 minutes to an hour, and then I talk too much, and it winds up going an hour. So probably an hour today. Who's to say? But a few minutes before we sign off today, I'll randomly pick the hashtag 2024 comments, and then that person simply needs to email me and say, "Hey, Charlie, it's me. I won. Here's my shipping information." And we'll get that shipped to you. And Braden, since you're in the chat today, as soon as I get their information, Hot Moon, since it was sponsored, we'll mail you both directly your brand new smart machines at the same time. So that's why you haven't received yours yet, Braden. Yeah, but then put in hashtag 2024 at any point in time prior to me drawing, and it'll record your comment. There was a few folks who put in the hashtag last time and then left, and I noticed that their comments were not selected. So I don't know if you actually have to stick around for it. I don't know. That's probably something I should actually research or ask Gage, and Gage is one of the founders of StreamYard. But yeah, put in 2024, hashtag 2024. This is one of the few things you can't misspell. Like what would we do one time? I think I did Nova Stella one time, and Nova Stella, if you don't know how to do it, don't know how to do it. Can we enter more than once? I believe you can. I don't know if I think it only captures once. But yeah, Scott, everybody getting in. Scott, my money's going to be on Scott. Let's be honest. I think all of our money's going to be on Scott. Doug, what's up, Doug? Doug's getting in here today as well. What's up, Doug? We are Patreon heavy today. Boom, Alan's in there. Boom. Okay, very good. So those are going to be the two giveaways. The Patreon one, you just have to be a paid member of Patreon, and if you do enter that class on Patreon, patreon.com, I assume I have that as a banner. Yes, I do. So if you want to enter, you get, and I do have it on there somewhere, how many entries you get. So if you're a $3 member, you get one entry. If you're a $5 a month member, you get two. $10 get five. And our Patreon legends get, who are $25 a month supporters, get 13. And I think in today's, I think we're down to 2 or 3. I know, Scott, you're one. Braden, you're one. So you guys both have 13 entries in here today. Very cool. We're also going to today announce the name of the audience. That's right. You guys voted on a name. We're going to announce that. So I've been wanting the name to call everybody. Just kind of, I don't know, just I think it's neat. And that was voted on Patreon. They selected a winner. And also, last night was the deadline to get me your entries in for this season's Fan Appreciation Award. Now, I will accept late entries today. So if you have not sent me your photos, sent me your video, or if you want to do that tonight and you haven't done so yet, shoot me a quick email to christmasoncrestline@gmail.com and say, hey, Charlie, I forgot to send that to you. I'm going to do that tonight. So give me another day. Yeah, absolutely. But for my Patreon members who are in here now and will watch this later, I'm going to start editing that tonight as soon as this live gets done. I'm going to start editing that. And I should have that to you within the next week. For those who have sent me emails in the last week and I have not responded, the week of kind of like Christmas Eve, a few days before Christmas Eve, I stop replying to emails who send me in video and photo because I leave them unread. So that is a visual clue that I have not edited that yet. Folks have started sending me in stuff since end of October, kind of Halloweenish time. So first part of November, and I have most of those already entered. Somehow I deleted 2. So somehow 2 people who sent me early stuff, I'm gonna have to go back and find it. Something weird happened with my computer. I'm not really certain what, but that's why I'm not being rude. That's just I do that every year. The week of Christmas, I don't respond to the Fan Appreciation Award videos because I get inundated that week. And I don't want to miss anybody out. Last year I missed, wasn't Steve. I left somebody out last year, and that just kind of threw a whole wrench in things. So this year I decided to stick to my guns and leave them unread. That way it was easy for me to see how to edit them. Let's see here. How about the college football playoffs today? I got Michigan and Texas winning it all. I am Big 12 country here. So I Scott. I don't know if I want Texas to win, though. But Michigan had all the controversy earlier in the season with I don't think looking at tape is cheating. I don't know what you guys think about it. But that would be a good game. Texas and Michigan, 2 powerhouses. You get Archie Manning going up for it is Archie Manning, yeah, the 3rd or something. Yep, a Manning family member going for a national title. Could be fun. Let's see here. So we talked about the giveaways, talked about Christmas presents. What was the one thing you gave out this year? Also curious, what was your favorite Christmas present? My favorite Christmas present, I'm trying to think, was I got some cool stuff from my wife. I also got my wife a dash cam. She wanted a dash cam. You guys have a dash cam? So she just thought the videos on YouTube were kind of neat. I forget why Jean wanted one, but she wanted one, so we got her one. Got a laser pointer. Pretty cool. Got a laser pointer. There's a theory going around, and I believe this to be legal. I have researched the laws in my town, and I don't think it's illegal. But I want to do some projection mapping this year. And I got a Optima GTR 1090X projector. 4,000 lumens, not bright enough because either side of my house are 2 lampposts. And looking at mapping forums, they say if you take a laser pointer, you put it on the top side, it makes the street light think it's daytime and it shuts off. And then I'm like, I want to try that just to see if it works, because then I don't have to buy a $10,000 projector. I can stay with the projector I already have. I'm curious. I did check my laws. It's not illegal that I found, And so we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. I got a laser engraving. Oh, very cool. That's awesome. My dad was a body man. We've talked about my dad before, and when he retired, he asked if I wanted his plasma cutter. He goes, "Oh, I'll give it to you for 1,000, son." And I'm like, it'd be like a $5,000 plasma cutter. I'm like, I don't have any use for it, but thank you though. And then he sold it. And then now I'm like, I could have done so many cool things with a plasma cutter. Could have made, cut sheet metal, made designs. The store I have on top of the house, about 50 pounds. It's made out of sheet metal. I could have made more of those. Rob's asking, Charlie, when do they usually announce Christmas Expo? Yeah, so Christmas Expo is one of 3 conventions here in town. For folks that don't know, not here in town, but in the nation. You have the Florida Mini, you have the Christmas Expo, which changes places every year, and then you have the Trans World. I think there's Trans World. It's in St. Louis every year, and that's in February every year. Gina and I went to it in 2020. Before all the weirdness before the shutdown happened. It was a fun time. If you've not been to Trans World, I'd say go. I hear it's more captivating than Christmas Expo because it's so large with haunters, and have escape rooms and axe throwers and everything else there now too. But it's neat. But to answer your question, they usually announce that in late April. Last year they did a giveaway that if you guessed the town they were going to, you got free tickets. And no one guessed it right, but somebody guessed closely. I believe it was in Mississippi. I want to say Biloxi, maybe. Anyway, yep. You're in New Jersey? No, I'm in Wichita, Kansas. Yeah, yep. Alan says, been that in a few videos. Check with police first, though. Oh, you've seen that in a few videos. I think is what that means. Yes, I did. And they said, yeah, we don't think there's a law about that. And I actually did check the law books. I have not called the power company because what are they going to say? Of course, they're not going to say, yeah, absolutely. So we'll see. I'll probably wind up just getting another projector anyway. Yeah. Need hearing aids. No, you're good. Like we'd already talked about, I talk quickly and I mumble. So let's real quick talk about light shows. A few weeks ago, we talked about drones, and I think the general consensus in that live streams were drones are not Christmas-y. I want to say it was Monty that was kind of leading the charge on that. I forget if that was you or not, Monty. But yeah, drones aren't Christmassy. But if you've not watched Tom Bet George's, for those that don't know, Tom Bet George is the king daddy of Christmas decorations right now and has been for about the last 5 years. He took drones away from his official show this year and added something different that I've never seen. And it was spectacular. He added legit fireworks to his display. They were expertly timed. So it's a 27-minute montage, and I highly suggest it's entertaining that you guys all go and watch it. I think it's the 3rd song is an Oh Holy Night version, and I remember it ends at 11, so it probably starts at 7 minutes or so. Great vocal. I've never heard this rendition before, and it was a fantastic vocal, an inspiring vocal. And then they added fireworks. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. And then, of course, with Pixel Light shows, as many Pixel Light shows do, they get away from the Christmas songs and they start doing normal songs. So they added a Bon Jovi song in there, which is cool to see Bon Jovi to lights, but not Christmassy. And then at the end, they had a 7-minute Taylor Swift medley montage. The fireworks to that were phenomenal, expertly timed to the beat. And they had the fire trucks there. It was a whole show. It was a legit show. Tom's in the very beginning and saying, hey, hope you enjoy the show. At the end of the video, he's like, hey, be safe getting out of here, walk around, check out the show, don't trip. It's well worth watching. I am 100% a fan of fireworks now in a Christmas light show. It was just so cool. Also, it's all pixels, so yeah, it was just neat to see. He does phenomenal job. Last year, I don't watch him a ton, just because I don't watch him a ton. But his Halloween show last year with drones, I thought was really cool. I thought that was great with Halloween because he did a Stranger Things theme, the TV show Stranger Things, and he was able to do that monster with perfectly with drones. It was so cool. Christmas Light Fight Heavyweights had some. Yes, they did. I think they're organizations, not individuals. Yeah, I have not watched all 4 of the Great Christmas Light Fight episodes yet this year. I think Charlie messed up. It was definitely me. There, Rob. I knew it was Rob or Monty. I say Rob all the time, but I went with Monty this time. Yep. Good job, Braden. Keep going. Keep those hashtag 2024 for the giveaway. Wait a minute, Braden. Braden, you're not eligible for that one because you already won that one. I see what you're trying to do. But you are eligible for the Smart Light. You're not, which is just a Patreon giveaway. I see you. I see you going. I see you. Good. Oh, thank you, Janice. Good job. So yeah, if you've not checked out Tom Bet George's video, and here's my question for Tom Bet George, when it comes to YouTube. He did a video. If you guys not seen his video on how to film your Christmas light display, he has a free. He was on Christmas Expo February, maybe, on their YouTube channel, and he did just sit down and talk. I was in it for like the first 5 minutes. Then we had, I had a meeting or something I had to go to. We had to leave the house. I had something going on where I couldn't watch it. And I've always meant to go back and watch it, and I haven't. But I'm curious if he's able to monetize his YouTube video because it's Taylor heavy, it's Bon Jovi's in there. And that after seeing the fireworks show he put on and the amount of money he has to have in his Pixelite show, it had to have been $500,000 show. So I'm thinking he's either sponsored because he's getting millions of views for these. But when you put music in a video, whoever has that music gets all the funds from that video. So I'm curious how he's able to monetize that and not be able to recoup some money, because that's at least $500,000 for that 27-minute show. That's actually what I'm most curious about. MPH Gardner. I don't know what that means. Can't wait to see what we have. No, that's what I was talking about, Braden. Braden, that's what I was talking about earlier. We're talking about Braden. Braden won the giveaway for Merry Christmas. And the other winner, Braden, besides you, did not come forward and claim their prize. So that's what the hashtag 24 is today. And Braden, did you see your song? Braden had, your song was Up on the Rooftop. And then Laura K. Laura's not in the chat today, but Laura K., who's usually in the chat. Good job, John. Keep them coming. She had, what was Laura's song? Oh, Taylor Swift, because she's old Swiftie. She had a Taylor Swift song in this year's show. So actually, Braden, your song was my favorite song of the year for my show. And I usually don't put a lot of videos out on my show. We had the Finland trip come out, so I didn't have time. Normally, I film it before the crowds get here, and then I release a few. But this year, we were in Finland for the first week of the show, which I did have running, did not think it was going to work. I'm like, I'll set it to go, but something always goes wrong every year. This year it didn't, so we just didn't advertise. In fact, the tree that everybody knows I lost, I did not see it, but my grandmother, and then during Christmas dinner, my brother-in-law said, yeah, the newspaper did an article about your missing tree. I still haven't seen it, but yeah. And several people drove by the house, like, hey, where's that light show at? Because the tree was so predominant, because you could see it from the major thoroughfare down the street. Lost my train of thought. I was talking about Braden and went down a rabbit hole. I don't remember what I was talking about. Anyway, what was I talking about? Who's to say? Yeah, Tom Bet. Oh, Patreon card. So we have a lot of Patreon members in here today. This is the last time everybody's probably going to see this background. I am redoing the card. We've had a lot of people join, a lot of people drop off. Like Pepsi is right there. Boom. Pepsi hails from New Zealand. He dropped off, and that's fine. Situations change. People come and go. People up and down tiers all the time. No worries. But I do want a new style of card. I do like this card, but I've been using it for 3 years, 4 years. Just time for a change. So some things you'll see change this year as the banner. When you go to Christmas on Crestline YouTube channel, you see the banner up there with me with some lights. That's going to change this year. I've already designed the new one. I just haven't figured out how to get it onto YouTube because I screwed up the dimensions. So I got to work on that. So yeah, if you want your name on a card, we are up to 46 Patreon members. I want to hit that 50 mark. We're gonna hit the 50 mark. At 31 are paid supporters of the show, which is awesome. And you get your name shouted out. You get your name at the back of every card. So I encourage you guys to join in, support the show. But I want something different. So we're going to do something different. So this is the last time you guys will see this card. This is back screen behind me. And it's the last time you will see it. In the new videos going forward, you'll see a new ending to the show. So that's one thing I'm changing this year. So let's see here. Let's talk about names real quick. So the Patreon members voted on names. And the submissions or the options were, here are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 options people came up with. The Luminosity League, that got 13% of the vote. The Shine Syndicate, clever, they actually got 0 votes. The Crestline Crew got 7% of the votes. That's not it. What about the Bulb Brigade? Kind of clever. That got 0 votes, 0% of the votes. The Tinsel Techies came in 3rd place. The Tinsel Techies, 3rd place with 13% of the vote. The Glow Getters, which I thought was pretty cool, pretty clever name, that got 7% of the vote. And the overwhelming winner, Your New Name, the overwhelming winner with 60% of the vote, the Illumination Nation. The Illumination Nation, which is actually trademarked and can't use it, but so I can't put it on any shirts or anything. I guess I never really thought about looking for trademarks or copyrights or anything. But Illumination Nation, that is who you guys are. What's up? So every time on our live videos or live streams from now on, I'll be saying, what's up, Illumination Nation, or hi, Nation, what's up, Illuminator, stuff like that. I've always wanted a name to call you guys. So thank you very much to everyone who voted for that. Chad, Braden, everybody who's in all the Patreon folks who are in the chat today. Thank you so much for voting on that and giving us a name finally. Illumination Nation. Very, very not literal. What's the word? There's a word for when things, 2 words like that go. What is that word? What is it called? Starts with anyway, I'm drawing a blank here. Change is sometimes good. I agree with you, Doris. Change is sometimes good. Doris, did I ever tell you I have an aunt, Doris? I love the name Doris. But one of my favorite aunts, Aunt Doris, raised Doberman Pinschers. Chad says, Charlie, I was referring to the great Christmas Light fight. Bobby Gardner was on the show, and I believe it was episode 6. Very cool. Speaking of celebrities, for the football fans in here, Scott, you're talking about football. I'm drawing a blank. Doug Flutie. Did anybody here know Doug Flutie? Doug Flutie played. Who did he play for? I think it was the Pitt versus Notre Dame game. He threw a Hail Mary to win the bowl game, and then he won several championships in the Canadian Football League. Then went and played for New York and had a great season. They had Flutie Flakes. Turns out he's buddies with our very own Kurt. And he owns the original Batmobile and brought the Batmobile over to Kurt, who I didn't see him in today's chat, but Kurt won he got first place in his neighborhood contest. And it was Doug Flutie with the Batmobile in front of Kirk's house. How awesome is that? So tip of the cap to you, Kurt. Tip of the cap to you. Cindy Lou, I didn't see. Oh, there's Cindy Lou. What's up? Oh, where'd she go? Nope. Keeps moving down on me. Cindy Lou's in the house. Very nice. Hey there to you. Boston College. Look at Darren Ensign. Darren, don't call me a genius, Ensign. What's up, Darren? Great to see you. And Darren, I still need to get you your ornament. So for your Patreon folks, so Boilermaker, who's a Patreon member, doesn't usually like her name to be out there, but I sent everybody, all the Patreon folks, a Christmas card this year, with our new ornaments in there, and some of them broke. Some of them didn't know that they were in there and threw them away like Boilermaker did. So I had to get her a new one. Darren, you're broke. Haley Reese Creations, her broke. So yeah, I need to get you guys replacement ornaments. Need to get those to you. Janstra, hey there. See, Josh, what's up, Josh? You're not going to pull. There you go. Hey, Charlie, did you ever receive my display video? I wanted to make sure you received it before you made the video. Yes, we talked about that earlier. I think you missed it. So there's probably 10 folks that have sent me videos, maybe more. I don't know. I have not opened them because last year I had an issue where I opened everybody's and then I couldn't figure out whose videos I've done or not. And someone got left out last year. Then I had to go back and redo it. It was a whole mess. So this year, everyone who sent me videos from Christmas Day to now, I have left unread. So I know to edit those videos. So that's why you have not heard back from me yet. And I do not believe, fun fact, I don't know if it's a depressing announcement. I don't know. So this year was meant to be split into 2 different categories. I don't think it's going to be. We needed to get to that 40 mark to be able to switch it into 2 categories. So we may have to change how we decide on this season's winner. And if you guys want to vote, then you can vote for yourself. Voting members are only Patreon members. So winner is going to get a prize package. A few videos ago, you can go back and watch that video. I announced the prize package for this year's contest. No worries. We put it on a tree and made it awesome. As I would expect. Cindy saying I didn't get to put up decorations this year, but saving my lights for the perfect time. There you go. And sometimes that's what you need to do. Did you receive my video? I tried to text it to you and it didn't send, so I tried to email it to you. Well, let me check, Braden. I actually don't remember seeing yours. I know I got a picture of Mr. and Mrs. Santa standing in front of your display. But Steve, yours just came in. I got Josh. Yep, I got yours. Bills. I got Bills. Braden, there you are. Braden, yep, I got yours on Christmas Eve. So yes, I got yours. So I just need to edit those, sit down today and start editing. I started editing when folks were sending them in. That I had a lot of people didn't send them in. That's fine. So yep, that should be to Patreon folks. That should be to you within a week's time. And then we will give you a few days to vote on that. Then we'll release it. Normally we do that in February. This year I want to do it earlier. Last year I took submissions up to January 7th, and this year I cut that off to last night. So we're moving things up at least 1 week. Got you. So we talked about the nickname. We talked about the fan appreciation comment resolution. Oh yeah, does anybody have any resolutions? Mine is to walk. So I'm went out with Gina and I walked 4 miles this morning. So I'm gonna start walking 4 miles every day, just to have something to do. I never have resolutions. Like I never have one. It sounds like fun. So I'm gonna join the crowd and get a 4 mile a day walk-in resolution time. Let's see here, Tom Bet George. Oh, mapping. I'll be mapping this year. That's probably the biggest change to this show is mapping, and I'm hoping to add some DMX. I got with he comes on every year during the Christmas and July Extravaganza. David from Learn Christmas Lighting. I'm getting with him on some DMX. I was going to add a snow machine to this year's show. He was going to give me a pretty good deal on one. Or he did offer a good deal. I just didn't get it because I don't know, something about that tree just being gone. It changed the entire complexity of the show. The show is boring this year. I did not realize how, and you guys will see when I release the video, how boring it just was. So changes need to be made because I can't replace an 80-foot tree. So changes need to be made. Fan appreciation award entries, new Christmas card. Anybody who joins Patreon any time of the year, you're going to get a Christmas card. So all the new members will be getting some Christmas cards. AA, I don't recognize you from the chat. Going to have you in here, AA. I hear good things about your meetings. Let's see. Charlie says, I quit. I walk with my puppy out in the woods, and I'm quitting smoking on the porch after morning coffee. I smoked for a while, and I stopped smoking many years ago. My wife tells the tale that that's for another show. It's all about timing, though. Apparently, you're not supposed to do it before you go to Disneyland with the whole family on a 22-hour car ride. I had a great time. I truly did. But congratulations to you, Charlie, for doing that. Proud of you, man. Proud of you. Good job. Well, thank you. I don't do resolutions, but I have goals. My biggest is learning to knit and finishing a blanket for my county fair. Very cool. Growing up, one of my favorite things to do was going to the county fair. My mom would do photography, and she would always have a submission into the photography portion of the show that year. There's people go fairs are huge in Kansas, huge. Our state fair is about 45 minutes from me in Hutchinson, Kansas, and it's huge. We have one of the best fairs in the nation. They tell us every year. I always like going to the county fairs because they're much smaller. You can get good food there. You got the pies there. You got all sorts of sample, and you don't have to wait in long lines to do it. So I appreciate the county fair. On the patch, on the nicotine patch. Gotcha. I was a Shantex man myself. My late mother's birthday is today. This is our second. Oh, man. Well, happy belated birthday. No, happy birthday. It's not belated. My wife just had a birthday, so we got belated on the mine. So that's. I feel for you. It's unfortunate when we lose our parents, and it's a paradigm shift, isn't it? It just is, especially around the holiday season. That would be a really big blanket, Doris. Yeah, for fair for the entire county. Trying to get my wife to let me sleep inside. That's funny. Well played, you. You got to watch out for those Spanish tempers. I guess Colombian isn't Spanish. You got to watch out for those Colombian tempers. He has himself a Colombian wife. Fancy, fancy. I like the county fair better. Yeah, it's just easier to navigate, easier to get around. You can sit there and chat with people. Don't have to worry about the person behind you. You're keeping them up or anything. Yes, agreed. Yeah. So 36 minutes. I'm running out of stuff to talk about. I thought I'd have a lot more to talk about. You know what? Let's do. By gosh, I have plenty of stuff to talk about. What am I thinking? Let's do this giveaway, shall we? Let's do this giveaway. So first up, let's do the Patreon giveaway. So in order to win the Smart Light, you must be a paid Patreon member. We're going to talk about. Make a note to talk about that. You must be a paid in one of the paid tiers. You can do it for $3 a month, $5 a month, $10, $25. You can make your own tier. You could say, I want to do $1 a show. I want to do $2 a month. You can make your own. The tiers are just there kind of suggestions. Just an easy click of the button thing. You can make your own, but you got to be a paid member. So I got my Patreon wheel all nice and ready. So let me share that. This is going to be just for Patreon folks. And then we'll do the one for the hashtag 24. Got to drive my son to work. I'll be lurking. Have a great weekend. Have a great weekend to you, Charlie. Have a great week. Let's do this giveaway right now for Patreon folks. Let me share my screen. Patreon giveaway wheel. Very cool. All right. So we're all seeing the same thing right now. We got Alex, Ben, Bob, Braden. Braden's in there a ton because he's a Christmas legend. Chad, Charlie, Chris, Christopher, Connie, Darren's in there. Eddie, Frank Cash. Well, I think both Franks are Frank Cash. I don't think we have two Franks. We may have two Franks. Giatano, Glenn, Greg, Haley, John, Josh, Kurt, Chris Mimsy. Laura's in there a ton. Actually, Laura is back down. Yeah, Laura's in there. Melanie, Michael, Monty, Road Dog, Robert, Slacker. Is Robert in the chat today? He's usually in the chat. We got Scott's in there a ton because Scott's a Christmas legend. Seth, Sean, Stacy, Steve, and Tom. Pepsi did drop off, so Pepsi's out of there. And I was going to say something to somebody. Oh, Laura, I think you have till February, Laura, because Laura joined the Christmas Legend for one day, paid for an entire year in advance, and then dropped out. I think she's a 3 or 5. So, Laura, I'll have to look up your anniversary date. This was one of the last times for your Christmas Legends. So let's shuffle these bad boys all up. And let's see who's going to win the $99 Smart Lights. And then click the spin. Boom. Who's going to win? It's going to be Chris Scott, Stacy Creed. Money. is our big winner. So I'll be reaching out to you just to make certain you didn't get a new house for Christmas and change your shipping information. All right. So let's stop sharing that. So congratulations to you. Congratulations. So I'll be reaching out to you and making certain your shipping information is the same, and we'll get this off to you. But let's do the 2024 hashtag giveaway right quick, shall we? So this is a smart machine. Fun fact about this is Braden already won one. So if I know Braden did the hashtag. So Braden, if you happen to be selected, you'll be not the winner. We'll select a new winner because you already won this particular giveaway. This is a replacement winner for my Merry Christmas giveaway because MN did not respond in time. So fun fact about this, if you guys don't know, this is a smart sound machine. You can design your, I guess I can show it to you real quick. You can design your own sounds like, hey, I want to hear rain with some crickets and a fire, and I'll do it for you. So there's a brand new one that has not gone to market yet that they have gotten a hold of me, and I'm beta testing their new one to go with their new interface. So this is the one that just came out in October. There's an even newer one getting ready to come out that I'm beta testing for Hot Moon right now. So that's a smart sound machine. Let me pick this up that I just dropped. Where'd it go? And I'm back. So it plugs in with a USB to USB-C power cable to recharge it. And this does all sorts of cool, neat things. It comes in 3 different colors. I have no idea what color they're going to send you. It comes in gray, orange, and like a teal. But yeah, and you can just easily click buttons. I went on for 8 hours, 45 minutes, for 90 minutes, and just it's kind of smoothing. For folks that sleep with a fan, for instance, and you travel a lot, sometimes it's kind of difficult to sleep in a hotel if you're used to a fan being on, or if you travel to see friends or relatives and you have I want my ceiling fan on and you don't have it. This kind of helps take up for that. And if you win it and you don't want it, you know what? Put it on that shelf next Christmas, wrap it up, give it away. If somebody's got a birthday coming up, or you need it for a church giveaway thing, cakewalk, easy free prize for you. These normally go for $54.99, I believe. It's been a while. Boom, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you. We also crossed. I'm curious, real quick, and I know I'm not stalling. I go off on topics and tangents, but you know what? You guys already know this about me, and we are getting ready to. We are days away from crossing into 8,000 subscribers. 8,000, 10,000 is my goal. I think we'll be at 10,000 this time. Well, we'll be at 10,000 this time next year because we're seasonal and people only watch us during the season. But 8,000. I bet this time next week we're at 8,000. Next Monday's giveaway, I bet we're at 8,000. I'm happy about that. I'm ecstatic about that. And it's still the only Christmas tuber, and I don't know why, that does a weekly episode about Christmas and AC lights and decorating. I don't know why I'm the only one. David does pixels. It's just me. I don't know why. I implore all of you to start your own Christmas channel. I'll help you pick up the name. How about that? Let's get this away. I want you to do hashtag 2024 if you haven't. I'm going to collect comments. Let me share this screen with y'all. So you guys see of what I speak. I'm going to hit share screen. Giveaway tool. Yes, please. So let's do hashtag 2024. If you haven't done it and you don't know what it looks exactly like that. Put that into the comments. Put that into the comments. I got no background. Let's give myself a background right quick. You know what? We got a Scott Drees. We can do a Scott Drees. What's up, Scott Drees? Let's do a background. Anyway, let's get on to it. So hashtag 24. Let's click comments and let's draw. Let's draw to see who's going to win. Who's the big winner? I don't see Charlie's name in there, so it must drop you out when you leave the chat. Hey, look at you. Your meetings are awesome, and you also won this brand new spotlight. So what I need you to do is I need you to email me, christmasoncrestline@gmail.com. I need your shipping information, and I need your phone number because Hot Moon needs that for the shipping purposes in case they can't deliver it to you. They need your phone number. So congratulations. That's the first time I've seen you in the chat, and you pulled out the big W. So I thought Scott was up there. I thought Scott was going to win. So, but congratulations. That's so cool. First timer First timer. Congratulations. Boom. Heck yeah, congratulations. So AA, 7 years for me. 7 years. AA, you're the big winner. Let me know in the comments that you're still around. And if AA has left the chat and doesn't realize they're the winner and doesn't email me, we'll give it away next week. But I bet they're still in the chat. But yeah, that's so cool. So Braden, you got one. AA, you got one. And then boom, Melanie won the smart sound machine. That's so cool. Congratulations. Heck yeah. Congratulations. Very cool. I like giving stuff away. And I don't know what next week's going to. Normally, I know about a month in advance what it is I'm giving away. I don't know what I'm giving away next week. So I'll get a hold of some suppliers and say, hey, what you got? You know, I do a lot of work with Luminary. Nope, Lumari. But I never offer them up as giveaways. So I think we've done one Luminary giveaway, and that was the next Christmas in July Extravaganza. And who won that? I remember one of the regular folks won it. I remember it was a girl. Who did win that? Now I'm just curious to see who won that. I remember it was a $400 prize package. Was my goal this year is to get it to 1,000 for Christmas in July Extravaganza. I'm reaching out to more sponsors this year because I would like for it to be. Giveaway Friday had the Great Christmas Light Fight on. I don't remember who won. But I remember it was one of our regular viewers, one of our regular commenters, and also Discord. Chad won the 400. So it must have been 200 years ago. 200 years ago. I got 100 on the brain. Must have been 2 years ago that gal won. I want to say it was actually Stacy. I think it was Stacy, but Chad won. Hey, you won. Boom. There's Chris. Talking about you earlier, Chris. Great way to start the new year. Heck yeah. See Chris Mimsy. And Chris, you got one of the better last names, one of the cooler last names. I don't know. Something about it I just like. It's like a Disney character, Chris Mimsy. I don't know. I like it. Boom. Yes, indeed. Congrats, AA. Congrats, AA. Great way to start the year. Heck yeah. Cool. So, there he is. Or he or she. I guess I don't know if you're a boy or girl there, AA, but very cool. Maybe I'm on a comment delay. I do need to check that out. Just email me, christmasoncrestline@gmail.com. I need your shipping information and a phone number. I'm not going to call you anything, but that's what Hot Moon requires of me for our winners. And then I'm guessing if they can't find your front door or something, like, hey, call you. So yeah. How about one of those blow? Oh, I like your style, Rob. Rob always has the best ideas. I got a bunch of blow mold people in here. Rob, maybe you can answer this. What is like the major blow mold company? I have no idea. I'm completely ignorant to that. Funny you should say that. Our kids learned to spell their last name as Minz. Nice. There she is. Darn it, just joined. Been taking advantage of the warm weather. We're talking about you earlier, Swifty. You actually missed out on a lot of Taylor Swift conversation. We're Taylor Swift heavy in the first part of this live. So, Laura, what I need you to do, because you of all people will really enjoy this. What we were talking about earlier is go to YouTube, type in Tom, T-O-M, and then Bet George, BETGEORGE, Tom Bet George. Bet George is his last name. And he has a brand new 27-minute video. And the last 8 minutes are Taylor Swift set to pixels and fireworks and cold spark machines, which is one thing I really want. My wife says I can have. So yes, it's a great Christmas show, and it's Taylor Swift heavy. And then also, I was also talking that I need to get your song out on YouTube. You and Braden both picked the song. Yours was Christmas Tree Farm by Taylor Swift, and Braden's was Up on the Rooftop by Pentatonics. So I need to get those both on YouTube so you guys can both see those. Well, Braden lives here in town. I'm sure Braden's already seen it. But Braden's song was actually my favorite this year for programming and the way it came out visually. My youngest had his birthday on the 30th. My sister's was the 30th. How many lights? How many had taken down their lights? United used to be, I don't know. I'm still here. Glad to have my meetings. I'll send you information. Thank you for all the content. You're more than welcome. More than welcome. So let's talk about that for a second. Thank you for bringing that up. So this week's video, which will come out Saturday, is I have this thing that I do every year, and I hang Christmas lights every year. And you know what? I only hang them one time a year. So sometimes I forget how things get made. I forget how they get put back together. And you know what I go to? I go to my own videos to remind myself how my props get put together. I don't keep a journal. I actually used to keep a journal of what Christmas lights things to do, Christmas ideas. And then I thought, you know what I have? I have this YouTube thing. I don't need to keep this. I can just make videos for myself and talk to myself and give myself ideas. So this weekend's video is going to be about, hey, a lot of folks will leave their lights up to the 7th, so it's okay. And just, hey, walk around your yard real quick, or stand out in your street and look at your display and just record yourself. You record, grab my phone down here. Yeah, you can record it, just selfie style. Boom, hey, whatever. You may not have a camera system like I have. I don't know. But record yourself. And then if you have Google Photos, put it on Google Photos. But Google Photos requires you to pay for a storage system. YouTube does not. Say, hey, you have the Santa Claus up on the roof, and take your phone and record the Santa Claus being up on the roof. Hey, next year, move them over to the left, because when the traffic's coming down the street, it's the first thing they see. They don't see it in the neighbor's tree doesn't block it. Just little things like that, ideas. And then next September, next October, next November, whenever you start putting out your show, you can go to your own YouTube channel, whatever means you're watching this on, unless you're part of our Facebook Live, folks. We are dual casting every Monday. But unless you're on Facebook Live, your YouTube channel you're watching me on right now, you can load up videos to your own channel that you're watching me on right now. Up in your little top right of your YouTube channel, there's a little plus sign in the box. You click on that, and it lets you load up YouTube videos. And just talk to yourself. Give yourself notes. A lot of folks will do this. Fun fact, to leave wills. Why don't we use that to remind ourselves of what to do? So this Saturday's video will be it's a quick video just talking about that. Also coming up, we have some stuff we're doing with Lumeri. We have some stuff we're doing with Garage Celebrations. Loved Garage Celebrations. I love that they are year round. If you are folks, are Valentine's folks, 4th of July, Memorial Day, Easter, you have a child that's getting ready to graduate, they will make that for you. You have a favorite team. Scott Dries was talking about Texas versus Michigan earlier. Maybe you want one garage door to say Texas and one to have to say Michigan. They can do whatever for you. They're fun folks to chat with. They got their fame from Shark Tank. My lights will be on till January 7th. Boom. Oh wow. On it as soon as this is done. Yes, he did a drone show last year. We talked about this already, but he did a drone show like, last year. This year it's fireworks, and fireworks are the way to go. I'm sure I was debating whether or not what I thought his price tag was on this 27-minute show. $500,000 to $1 million is what I'm guessing, because I know he had a finale, like 4th of July finale in his house, at his house. It was freaking cool. Since 2013, I take photos of the setups, plug timers, etc., decor, layout, and then make notes on the photos. So, Chris, you print your photos, and on the back you write notes. And a lot of times they'll be glossy. So, do you use a Sharpie? How do you take notes? Is it on the actual photograph? Boom. Okay, I have no idea. Way to go! Oh, way to go, AA. Way to go. I can speak computer lingo. Yeah, I can speak acronyms. Yeah. 7. Happy birthday to your son, Cindy. Very cool. So yeah, up on the putter. Oh, the computer. Um, okay, I get you now. I get you now. My lights are going to be up until today's the first. My lights will probably start coming down this Friday. My goal this year is to pivot a little bit over to projection mapping. I'm Laura. You and I are going to be doing a ton of talking because my goal is to have them down quickly. My goal is to become a year-round decorator. So I'm going to spend the next 6 weeks working with a company called Digital Pressworks. Some of you know them, some of you don't. And they kind of specialize in projection mapping. I'll be working with them a little bit, and my goal is to have a Valentine's show up this year, my first ever. And my goal is to make a hard line in the sand, a hard, fast decision by St. Patrick's Day of this year to decide how deep I'm going to go down the rabbit hole of projection mapping. Am I going to make a complete switch for a year to try it? I don't know. March 17th is my deadline, personal deadline to make that 2024 decision because if I keep my Christmas light show, I am scrapping every song I have with the exception of about 4. Laura, yours, Braden, yours, and about 2 others that I just love. I love everything about them. I love how they look in my yard, and they're both done by my wife, neither one by me. We have 2 different programming styles, and hers is much better than mine. And Braden, I'm legit proud of how your song came out today. Laura, yours was a long song, 4.5 minutes. Taylor Swift can sing, folks. She has some good lungs. She can sing. But I did a new style with Braden's song. You guys will see it here in a few weeks. I did a new fading style technique that I did not know my hardware could even do. Discovered that by accident. I'm like, hey, what's this button do? I'm like, oh my God, I had no idea. Been using the same boxes for a decade. I had no idea what they could do. I know what I know, and I kind of stay in my wheelhouse. But projection mapping is going to be the thing this year. Of course, we're gonna have the Great Christmas Light Fight on. That's what next week's show is going to be about. I'm gonna start breaking things down in months. Again, I don't know what I'm gonna give away next week. It's gonna be something. But the first, to remind you folks, some of you are new. The first giveaway of every month is Patreon only. This is a little bit of an exception because we have a layover gift, and then the rest of the weeks, every Monday, we give something away. Oh, speaking of which, Taylor Swift's Love Story would be a great tune for Valentine's. Love Story is part of the montage for Tom Bett George's 7 or 8 minutes of Taylor Swift's. He did a phenomenal job. He did a perfect job. It was perfect. Let's just be honest. It was perfect. For those that watched the Finland episode, and I think I've taken all the photographs down, but in their post office, I have. I've taken most of them. Do I have a picture of the post office? I don't. So what I'm talking about for folks I didn't see is Gina and I went to Finland and we took some pictures. We did some sledding, did some YouTubing, we did some stuff. And the post office there, you had the option of mailing yourself a letter now or a letter next year. I chose next year. We got the card anyway. So one thing that's cool is along came a bunch of new ornaments that I was going to plan on giving away next year, but now I can give away throughout the year. So a bunch of finished ornaments. I don't think I have any around me. A bunch of different finished ornaments. So I'll be giving those out throughout the year. Kind of neat. I liked it. So yeah, so that's kind of what's coming up. I think I'm about out of stuff to talk about, which is always good because it's right about an hour. Mapping, we talked about video ideas, changes, YouTube. Yep. So that'll be the next video. And then the video after that should be a product video for Lumeri. I have not tested these lights out in the yard because I can't because I have Christmas lights up. It's another reason why the Christmas lights have to come down earlier because this is they actually hired me to do a video for them for their product page. And then I'm like, hey, well, I have them. Let's see what I think of them. And I'll do my own video. But these are unique. They're color washing lights, which year-round color washing lights are my favorite. I love washing the house in different colors. I had no idea it was a thing until about 2 years ago. But these are new style color washing lights. No, they're not near. Anyway, you'll see a video coming out. So that's coming out soon. So bunch of neat stuff. Yes. And these are wooden ornaments. These are wooden ornaments. Happy New. Hey, there he is. We were talking about you earlier, Pep. Pep's in the house. Very cool. So I think that's going to be it for today, guys. Congratulations to the winners. Very cool. Braden and AA, you should have your stuff very soon. Melanie, I'll get your smart light out to you. I'll email you here in a second. And then, folks, the next 30 free hours of my time, 30 to 50 is usually what it takes every year. I'll be editing this year's Fan Appreciation Awards. And Patreon folks, I should have that submission to you by next weekend, by this coming week. So within a week, within 7 days, I'll have that to you. It does take a lot of editing to get to, and I enjoy doing it. That's usually where I get a lot of my ideas because I get to see all of your great displays. So everybody that's watching, if you still have your lights up, go outside and at least take a quick picture and email that to me. If you want to stand across the street and take a landscape video of your display, heck yeah, send it to me, christmasoncrestline@gmail.com. For folks in the chat today, I'll take your late submissions. Everybody else has already had theirs in. But if you still have your lights up and you haven't entered, it's not about winning, it's about sharing ideas. But with that said, and I'm not announcing anything because they haven't announced it. So we had last year's top 3 winners. A couple of them were contacted by the Great Christmas Light Fight. One was put on kind of a standby, and the other one has been filmed, and will be released in the 2024 Great Christmas Light Fight as a contestant. It's already been filmed. It was filmed this year. So, folks, from our Fan Appreciation Awards, not 1, not 2, but 3 folks have been contacted by the Great Christmas Light Fight. 1 rejected. 1 said, "Thank you, but I don't want to be on your show." And I think they'd win. I do. I don't say names because I don't have permission to say all their names. And 1 who I think we all know, but we don't say his name anymore because of the non-disclosure agreement. And I don't want to get anybody in trouble. But 3 folks have come from our Fan Appreciation Award video. 3. I expect more will come from this year's submission. We have brand new submissions in this year. So send it to me, christmasoncrestline@gmail.com. Say it with me once. Say it with me loud and proud. christmasoncrestline@gmail.com. Let's have those. Again, congratulations to the winners. I will send some to Charlie so he can show on his next show, maybe. Chad would like to see them. I have made a ton of wooden ornaments. Yes. Awesome. Yes. Heck yeah. Sounds awesome, Chad. But yeah. Yes. Awesome. That's a great thing. Yes. I will send some to Charlie. So yes, absolutely. I'll do that. And maybe Chad, maybe you and I need to talk about creating a custom Christmas on Crestline wooden ornament or something for next year. Just thought. But I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Here in just a few moments, as soon as I find my Patreon page, so you guys can see Scott Dries and Chris and Chad and everybody's lovely names. And then we're gonna get out of here. Again, this is the last show for this Patreon card. Patrons, you'll see that shortly, coming soon. And you might see a few videos coming out still that still have this old one, but by February, those videos will be out and gone and out of circulation. Thanks so much for being a part of the first of 2024's shows. Thank you to Darren Enzyme for powering our show this year, as he does every year. We have a behind the scenes video coming out where I walk around and kind of show you guys everything. We're going to talk about all that next week. And next week's Monday, every Monday, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. Come and have a chat with me. Come and hang out and say hi and chat with everybody. Appreciate you guys. That's about it for me today, guys. I'm Charlie, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys. Happy New Year.